All right, Shalom. All right, let me get straight into this. I guess it's gonna be like a part two from yesterday addressed to the sisters. You know what I'm saying? I guess the spirit jumped on me again to go back into, dealing with our sisters. Um, and, I'm gonna be dealing with a few things, you know what I'm saying? We do know we do get on the women a lot, like we get on the men as well. We get on the women, but you do have some women out there of our nation that are decent women, right? Very honorable, you know what I'm saying, and respectful, right? And I know we do kind of um, seem like we always cussing out the Jake woman, but you do have some sisters that's decent and that's getting themselves in order. But we don't praise nobody over here. We don't even praise our own selves, right? Because everybody walking a tightrope, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna do something a little different in this particular, I guess, lesson. To kind of encourage you sisters to keep doing what you're doing. We see what's going on. We got the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah to see pretty much everything, right? So I'm gonna get into some words that kind of struck my attention. And it's one thing as a woman, you got to watch how you really step to us. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no joke. And a lot of women have got jacked up, right? The Most High put a judgment on them for coming at us the wrong way, right, or whatever and ill intentions that they had. So you got to be very careful, how you proceed. But respect is one of the most. This is why a lot of people get sent into the spirit world for the lack of respect. You know what I'm saying? And we it's real bad with the Jake men. They don't respect the typical another so-called black man, right? All right, so respect, right? It says a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. That's why we show reverence and honor towards the apostles and elders, great millstone, the bishops, you know what I'm saying, the the heads, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? When you come into the truth, one of the biggest things you can do is show respect. Because if you don't respect yourself, you're not gonna respect nobody else. So you have to. It starts with you, right? But respect is a very big thing, and our women been so out of order. They've been so disrespectful, right? This might seem like something that's hard for some women to do, right? But you do have some sisters that is getting in line and they fall in place. But respect is a big thing. You got to watch how you talk to people and what you say to brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful of that. Even you other brothers out there as well. You know what I'm saying? Respect is a big thing. Right here. And we'll get our glory in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, if we make, we're the elect, we'll get our glory in the kingdom. We not to be glorified on this side, but respect is a must. It says respect, to consider worthy of high regard, esteem, right? You get the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? So, learn how to execute this as a woman, respect yourself and you respect the men, and so on and so forth. This another word kind of popped up in my head, out of order. So this is something that we see the dysfunctionality, especially with the women. I'm saying, like a lot of women just completely out of order. They don't care, right, until something bad happened to them. They don't deal with this. You know what I'm saying? It says out of order. Let me go a bit right here. It says if something someone says or does out of order, it is unpleasant or not suitable, and is to be likely to upset or offend people. Yeah, you have to watch your behavior, your conduct, what you say. This is a very important thing coming into this truth as a woman, because you've been in the world, you picked up a lot of bad habits. You think a lot of women think, Salakia, they think their opinion really matters when it comes to the Most High, and your opinion don't matter. It's just an opinion. Now, if you dealing with a brother or whatever, and you want to maybe voice some concerns as far as it go, but the man is going to have the last say so. And that's just the way it is. That's the way our nation um, has always operated biblically. This new stuff that they doing is bugged out. That's why we got so many problems, right? So structure. Let's go to this one. So structure is very important, and then a lot of people don't have structure, right? And they end up having a chaotic life. 1 second. Okay. So structure. It says the arrangement. Salakia. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll down a little bit. Right here. It says structure. Parts of a system or object or arranged or organized or a system arranged in this way. So it's like not being all over the place. You got to have some kind of order in your life, right? And when you out of order and you into chaos, you know, you don't have that structure there. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have, you know, if you would say a routine, right? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Some has to be in place. And if, you know, first off is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the way he wants you to do things as a woman. Not the way you want to do it, not the way social media tell you to do it, not what your mother taught you, your grandmother. A lot of our women been taught a lot of bad things, right? They think they the prize, the man is the prize, right? Because the man brings everything to the table, right? And a lot of these enchantments came from your mothers, your grandmothers, and other bitter women, right? So you have to understand this as well, structure. All right, let's go here. And as a woman, you have to work on discipline. And I know that's kind of hard to do. That's more of a man trait, but you do have to attempt to work on your discipline, right? Check this out. It says the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior. It says using punishment to correct disobedience. And ultimately, you face judgment. You know, you can get, like I was watching this video, this Jake woman and this man was caught in a tornado that happened in Florida. And they was screaming and hollering and was praying, you know, to, as they say, God. They was in straight fear. And it reminded me of those precepts that, you know, I would laugh when fear come your way. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. They don't know the God out of the Bible, that he bring terror. He is the king of terror. But if our people knew that, they'll watch what they say and how they move and, you know, etc. But you have to really be disciplined much as you can as a woman, right, and lock in. It's not the time to be all over the place. It's not the time to be, you know, in the street, so to speak, right? So it's a time to, you know, lock in on simple things, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get into garden, you know what I'm saying? Growing your own food, you know, things like that. Eating correctly, cooking better food for yourself. There's so many things that you can do that is productive, right? And let's go here to culture. Because your culture, you know, if you're Israelite, your culture go back into the Bible. This is how you should live, right? You're not supposed to live like the world, do these pagan holidays and try to, you know, have one foot in the world and one foot in the truth. It don't work like that. And you can't have fun in the truth to a certain degree. Um, we still men at the end of the day. You got men looking for decent women to deal with, right? But you got to come off your high horse or whatever ego you got, and you got to humble yourself down. That's a part of this as well, right? You can't have the same mentality that you had in the world. And bringing in the truth is just not, oil and water don't mix. So you have to humble yourself down. That's another trait, you know, a woman need to tap into. Matter of fact, let me get that next. Give me 1 second. All right, let me get into this last word, humble, humble, however you want to say it. It says at the top, having or showing a modest, a low estimate of one's own importance. Yeah, so that's what you must tap into. You must, you know, get into the femininity of you being a woman, being humble, being able to be taught, listen, right? Knowing that the man that you're dealing with is going to have your best, he going to guide you the right way. A lot of you don't have faith in that because you've been torn, you've been emotionally scarred, right? So, you know, we get all things through the spirit, but it has to be a humbling. You can't have that same pride of whatever else that you was dragging around in the world. Don't mix. So meek, to go some similar words. It says lowly, right? And everybody want to be the man. No one wants to be second place, right? But in the walk of the truth, you're not to exalt yourself. Even men that's on a level, we still look at ourselves as being lowly. That don't mean you let people run over you, right? Because we do have standards, but the humbleness has to kick in. It has to be there because it ain't about you. It's about the man right now. It's not about the woman, right? And that's something you have to really get in your mind. And I'm saying this, Salakia. I'm saying this in the best way I know how to say it. I'm actually pretty calm on this lesson. I think it was pretty soothing for me. But yeah, um, it's tap into those qualities and keep it simple. When the time where like all hell is breaking loose and it's gonna get worse, you just don't want to get caught up in the mix. A woman has an easy job in the truth. All you gotta do is watch the lessons, do your studies, and believe on the word. That's it. Very simple. A lot of people can't keep it simple. But as a woman, you gotta watch, what you're doing and how you're moving out here. 1 second. Always some interruptions. But yeah, just keep it simple, right? Lock in and do the best you can. And that you got to get that feminism out of your spirit too, because feminism is a real demon, right? When a woman humble down and take care of herself, there's so many other things that a woman could be doing instead of trying to be in men's business, right? Just stay in your lane, right? Hopefully this was helpful, edifying, I guess. This is something new I'm trying. All right, call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Quadash. Shalom.